Welcome to the Prosper Project, the show that helps entrepreneurs build brands that impact the world and the bottom line. We know that success doesn't come in a one-size-fits-all package. That's why we're bringing you adaptable marketing strategies along with valuable insights from inspiring changemakers, firebrands, and visionaries. I'm Lorraine Sugart, founder of the disruptive brand agency Prosper for Purpose. Now for this week's episode. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the secret to organic growth. Now, if you know me, you know I don't like secrets. I often say there aren't any secrets, they're just things we've yet to learn. But when I say the words organic growth or organic marketing or even SEO to my clients, eyes typically roll. It sounds complicated. It sounds time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. I've never really been a huge fan of paid ads. We've done them, but not with any, commitment. We've tried them in different ways. I've just always preferred organic growth. And that's because I feel like I can use my long form content, really build relationships with people who are looking for the kinds of services that I offer. And if you prefer to use ads or you feel like it's the path of least resistance or fastest growth, you probably also know that at this point in time is not necessarily true. So instead, I want to give you the answer to how to grow organically while keeping it pretty simple. Okay, so the secret to organic growth is really simple. Ready? It's be the solution. You want to grow organically. You want your ideal clients or customers to find you. Position yourself as the solution to their problem. Now, this part isn't as straightforward as you might initially think. So here's what I want you to know. You need to be the solution to the problem that your ideal customer is experiencing. Okay? You've got that, but not the overarching problem, not to what you know the problem is either in a lot of cases. Instead, be the solution to the problem your prospective client thinks they have. For example, because we all like examples, right? So when I started Prosper for Purpose, a lot of clients came to me saying that their marketing wasn't working. And they were frustrated with their previous agency or the person that they had on staff. And I always started working with my clients, whether they came to us for PR or marketing, by doing a communications audit. And so I would talk to the founder, the CEO, or whoever was leading the project, and I would ask them questions about their business, what they said about it, what they did, what the result was, all the basic marketing questions. And then I did a communications audit. And I looked at their website and I looked at their marketing and I talked to their clients. And I realized that their problem wasn't their marketing. It was actually their brand positioning, their brand narrative, the way they talked about their services. So my team and I started talking about how this narrative, this positioning was really the first step in marketing, and that if it was missed, you were basically trying to put marketing or build your marketing like the walls of a house on a foundation of sand. The clients understood that. I wasn't saying, oh, you never had a brand done, so we have to go back and, tear everything apart. What I was saying was, oh, I understand why this isn't working. We have to get a little bit more clear. We've got to kind of build the foundation together about how you want to be seen and what are the right words that we need to be using so that we're all kind of speaking from the same playbook. So from there, my agency, Prosper for Purpose, built services around brand narrative. And now we're very well known for that work. In fact, we will go months at a time where the only clients who are coming to us because they realize their marketing isn't working and they need their brand positioning and their narrative done. So, how does this relate to you? You may solve more than one problem, right? So, we're an agency, we offer a variety of services. Any service based business probably solves several problems, but there's one overarching problem, right? We're not going to start with a big, hairy, overarching problem because that will take a lot of time to solve. What we're going to do is take a piece of that. So I run now a brand and PR and marketing agency, but at the time I was positioning myself as a marketing and development agency. And so adding the brand in, I'd really focus on the brand narrative and using that term in a lot of our marketing. So I would advise you to start with either the easiest problem or the one that your clients need to start with to kind of grow into their services with you. Or if you have a product based business, what is your entry product that you can be known for? And sometimes that ends up being what your company is known for long term. Or start with what you decide you want your brand to be known for. And then there's a couple ways that you can get some ideas around this. You can Google that term to see what comes up. You can look at the articles or the sites or videos that may be related to that topic. You can also use a free keyword search like Uber Suggest, which is my current favorite, to see what keywords come up when you enter your solution. Okay, so that's all the pre-work. But now we're getting to your organic growth. You're going to build your organic growth by creating content around your solution. Here's my favorite shortcut to creating content, and it works especially well at building both your online visibility and brand. If you have paper, you may want to take notes. And if you don't, listen to this and then come back and write these steps down because it really is a very straightforward method and one of the simplest ways, if not the simplest way, I know to really build brand authority and organic growth quickly. So, step one is to create talking points about the problem you solve. Why is it a problem? Who is it a problem for? What are the steps that they can take to solve it? Don't worry about giving too much away. Don't worry that this will create a false belief that they don't need you. The idea here is to serve first and begin to build a relationship with your ideal customers. You'll start to build trust by serving first, which is something we talk a lot about. Okay, so creating talking points is step one. Step two is to take those talking points and record a video. You're going to record a video talking about those key points we just covered. Why is it a problem for people? Let people know they're not alone. Who is it a problem for? What are the steps that they can take? So basically, you're saying, I see you. I know you have this problem. Lots of people have this problem. It's not your fault. I'm going to tell you how to solve it. And you're going to give them the steps, right? And again, don't worry that this will make people feel like they have everything and don't need you. The idea here is to serve in a small way. Even if you gave people your playbook for how you do things, most of them either wouldn't take the time to do it or wouldn't be able to do it. So the goal here with your video is to give them simple steps they can take so they kind of grab that low-hanging fruit and feel good about themselves. And when they feel good about themselves and the solution you provided, they're going to feel really good about you too. So you're creating that video and then you're going to go post it on YouTube. And if you're like most of the people I know, myself included, we like to be behind the scenes. We don't really want to put ourselves out there, especially on video, talking to people. But we advise this for our clients. We've had clients be super successful with this method. Create a video. If you don't have a YouTube channel, start one with the name of your business. If you already have a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter if you haven't used it in a long time. This video can recharge it. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, it's a good time to start one. So once you put that video up on your YouTube channel, if you have a Facebook group, go ahead and post it there. If you don't have a Facebook group, or even if you do, consider putting it on your Facebook business page and your personal Facebook page. This is not overkill. If you're worried that all the same people will see it multiple times, they won't. And even if they see it a couple of times in a couple of different places, your idea of too much and theirs is way, way different. You'll have to trust me on this. It'll be a different episode. Go ahead and take that video, post it to IGTV. So now that you've posted the video everywhere you possibly can, step 3 is around audio. So if you have a podcast, upload the audio from your video and turn it into a podcast episode. If you don't have a podcast, no worries. Just skip ahead to number 4. Step 4 is copy. So you're going to go to rev.com, that's rev.com, and I don't get paid by Ubersuggest or rev.com. They're just the platforms that Prosper uses. If you want to search and find other platforms that do the same thing, that's totally fine. We go to rev.com, we upload either the audio or the video, and rev.com will transcribe it for you within 24 hours. Then you take that transcription, be gentle on yourself. You're going to open it up and you're going to think, I can't believe this is what I said. You're going to see ums and so's and other things. That's okay. We don't write like we talk. You're going to then edit that transcription for clarity, take out all the unnecessary words and pauses, make your copy a little more concise. You don't have to go crazy with it, but just do some basic editing. And then you're going to turn it into a blog post. So now it's on your website, pulling people to your website with those same terms. You can even include the YouTube link in the blog at the bottom to drive people from your website to the YouTube channel and get more views. Step number 5 is social media. So you can take that blog, your words, and turn it into a series of social media posts, regardless of the platform you put it on. You can pull out the main points. You can add a graphic that works for Facebook. It works for Instagram. You can even turn it into a series of tweets. Step number 6, send an email to your list telling them how excited you are about this solution to their problem and embed a link to the video. So you're nurturing people, you're bringing them into your sphere of influence, and you're also nurturing people who have already opted into you and your services by continuing to serve them. Now, the key here is to make sure that you're using those same words in every post and every video and every audio, because you're trying to build up your organic growth, which happens by people searching for the solution to the problem that they're having and finding you. And in this way, over time, you can continue to draw people to you for that solution. Now, we know social media has a very limited shelf life. That's okay. You can also recycle content by either editing the copy a bit or changing the graphic and posting it a couple weeks later. But video, especially on YouTube, that will continue to draw people in and actually draw more people in over time. So you have a long shelf life on that video. The same with your blog. Your blog will continue to show up as a solution. So that is an overview of how I think you can really put organic marketing methods to work for you and my 6-step process for making it as simple as possible. So again, be the solution. Identify a simple problem that you can solve for people and that will also build your brand and your brand authority. And then go ahead and create those talking points, create a video, post that video everywhere you can. If you have a podcast, pull the audio, put it there, transcribe that copy, use it as a blog post, use social media, send an email, mention the solution in every share. I hope you'll try this and let me know how it works for you. Again, Organic growth takes more time than paid advertising does, but it's also more reliable because over time, your blog posts and your videos can continue to build and attract an audience for you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you know an entrepreneur or small business owner who could benefit from today's episode, please share it with them. And if you do, please also consider leaving us a rating and a review. If you have ideas for future episodes, send us an email at connect@prosperforpurpose.com. Thanks so much for being with me, and I'll see you next time on the Prosper Project. At Prosper for Purpose, we have a team of strategists and storytellers who are experienced marketers, accredited PR counselors, and published writers with an average of 16 years of experience. To find out what we can do for you, email connect@prosperforpurpose.com and put free consult in the subject line. Someone from our team will respond within 24 hours.